Discussions with Ashley L. Just kidding, but okay. So it's the first of the month. It's March 1st. Let's get into it. What does that mean? If you saw the flyer, I've titled it FDA approved. So we're gonna get into, I know I always talk about your alkaline versus your acid foods and you should eat better, but some people might not understand or know what eating better is. Some people might think because it's FDA approved that it's good. So we're gonna get into what is FDA and what are they approving. But first I'm gonna start with March. The word March comes from the Roman Martius. This was originally the first month of the Roman calendar and was named after Mars, the planet Mars, the god of war. March was the beginning of our calendar year. Happy New Year! March is really, I believe it's March 15th, is really the new year. What's up, Rosine? March is really New Year, not January 1st. If you didn't know that, now you know. You can Google that. That's not just me saying that. It's facts. Facts. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna also do the moon tarot reading for the week for each zodiac sign. So we're going to get into, first off, what is FDA? The abbreviation for FDA is Food and Drug Administration. Think about it. That right there tells you a little bit within itself. You have food and drugs. So they are basically approved for putting drugs in your food. That's basically what I got out of that. I know for me, doing a little bit of research for myself, there has been a couple of foods that, you know, that's why I always say read the ingredients, because there's a couple of, I only know of a couple, like I remember my son used to love like the Kellogg's brand or that type of cereal. I forgot, I think it was Lucky Charms or something like that. In the ingredients, they actually have like weed killer poison in it, in the cereal. And I believe it's the word that starts, like the long word that starts with an M. Any word, normally like when it comes to food or when I'm buying food, if I can't pronounce the word, I'm not going to eat it. Because most of the time it is a chemical. Just like in your baby formula. Formula is a chemical. It's a bunch of chemicals. Propane, airplane fluid being one of them. So, you know, you just have to be careful with what you are giving yourself and your children, because just because it's in the store don't mean that it is good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a plan out here to limit the population, and that's what they're doing. They're doing it in your food, they're doing it in your water, you know, basically anything you can think of. So the way I look at it is when I go to the store, because none of it is really good unless you're growing it or making it yourself. So the way I look at it is I'm getting the best of the worst. So what does that mean? Now I get non-GMO fruits and veggies. The way that you can automatically know if it's, so basically I only get organic, if that makes sense. We only get organic produce. The way that you can know that is if you, on the barcode, if it's only, I believe, 4 numbers starting with a 4, you don't want that. It's genetically modified, and it has no seeds. Can anybody tell me in the comments what you can grow, what type of produce you can grow with no seeds? I mean, that right there should be a red flag for you. But anyways, moving on. So we're on FDA. So I told you that I Googled it myself, the meaning of FDA, which is Food and Drug Administration. But I knew that FDA approved was not good, but I never really studied it or took it in depth to it until today. So I literally went to the actual FDA website. You can do fda.org, or I just put in Google search FDA. You can go to their actual website. And one of the topics on their page that stuck out to me was food made with cultured animal cells. So you think about that, cultured animal cells. How is food made with, what is cultured animal cells? So I Googled cultured animal cells, and it's basically where they take human, animal, or sometimes even insect cells and create another animal, basically from the cell that they took. So you really don't know what you're eating. So I'm gonna get into it. Food made with cultured animal cells. Taking a small number of cells from living animals and growing them into a controlled environment to create food is an emerging area of food science. Advancements in cell culture technology are enabling food developers to use animal cells obtained from livestock, poultry, or seafood in the production of food, with these products expected to be ready for the market in the not too distant future. The FDA's role, along with the United States Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service, USDA, is to ensure that regulatory oversight is in place so that when that happens, food developers bring safe and properly labeled products to the market. So they're labeling that, basically just think about that. They're taking cells from an animal and creating another food source, and they're labeling that as safe. I don't understand how that could be safe. In my opinion, but to each his own. That's just my opinion. I'm just giving you the news. You can read it for yourself here. So yeah, my advice from my personal experience is, I know automatically when I eat something that is not good because either my stomach hurts or, maybe you got to go to the bathroom or something. Instantly when I eat it, I know it's not good. So with that being said, anytime if I eat something like, I ain't gonna lie, lately I've been craving seafood. I know it's not the best. It's like the bottom of the bottom, but I've been craving it lately. So when I eat stuff like that, I basically add chlorophyll to water and I'll drink that and that'll cleanse me out. I also do ginger. And then I don't follow that process of eating bad every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have one bad day out the week, then the rest of that week, I'll do my best to do better. I always tell myself I'm gonna do better because just like you, I am studying and enhancing myself too. I'm not the best. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I couldn't do stuff differently and sometimes I might, indulge a little bit, but I'm not perfect. I'm living a human experience just like you. So now, so that's basically what I wanted to get on as far as FDA. The news on that. Again, if you want any other information, because they have a lot of information on there, that was just one of the things that stuck out to me. You can go to fda.org and read it for yourself because it's there on their site. They're telling you this. They're telling you what they're doing because now we're in the age of Aquarius and they can no longer hide what they're doing. They have to tell you what they are doing, whether it's right or wrong. And that's in politics. That's in, everything that consists of your day-to-day life, if that makes sense. So now we're going to get into the moon reading, the weekly moon reading. So I am, again, a lunar Virgo. This is for, as every week, this is only for your moon sign. This is not a reading for your sun sign. So if you only know your sun sign, this probably won't really resonate with you. So we're going to get into it. Weekly moon sign horoscope. And I am using themoonreading.com. You can go there and get the same results weekly. I basically get these readings every week. They send me these readings. So we're going to start with Lunar Aries. Lunar Aries, as things start to move forward in your life now, take some time to reflect on your journey so far. Focusing on your past is key to illuminate your future. So Aries, I would really concentrate on myself, especially with it being the first of the month. This is perfect because this is like a renewal. You can take this time to really manifest what you want. And what I mean by that is doing your scripting, your spiritual bathing, just really taking a step back in self-care. Like today I know I've been asked to do like money rituals, money abundance rituals. The process I used is, you can YouTube that, but it's basically, they call it quantum physics. And it's basically, water is live, it's living. So if that makes sense, if you know that, we're all living particles, like all of us are made up of atoms that, are constantly moving. You just can't see it. So it's the same thing with your water. It vibrates, whether you see it or not. It's not still. So with quantum physics, they call it quantum jump. And basically what you can do is you take 2 cups. On one cup, you write your current state. On the second cup, you will write your desired state. In your current state, you'll fill it up with water, with what you believe, however, I'm not gonna say bad because your situation might be good right now, but you fill that cup up, your current state, you know, you can fill it up as high as you want to fill it. And then you have your desired state cup, which is still empty. So what you're gonna do is pour your current state into your desired state. And once you do that, you basically meditate on your desired state. Like, where do you desire to be? What do you desire to have or do right now? So once you meditate on that, you drink it. Drink all the water in the cup. And then once you finish, you just say to yourself, it is done, it is done, it is done. So that's just one way. I just try it. I mean, you might drop it in the comments. When you do try it, you know, how did it work for you? Did you have any reactions, you know? Let me know. I like to know these things. But anyway, so we're moving on. Lunar Taurus. Share your passionate energy with someone special this week, and you can deepen your connection. This strong emotional bond needs to be nurtured. Again, Lunar Taurus, I'm gonna read again. Share your passionate energy with someone special this week, and you can deepen your connection. This strong emotional bond needs to be nurtured. So that's a message for the Taurus, Lunar Taurus. Now we have Lunar Gemini. When issues in your family call for taking sides this week, stay out of it. You have creativity to attend to. This work will lead you in a very positive direction. All right, Gemini, ain't no picking sides. Just back out of it. Lunar Cancer. This week, you will get the chance to try something new or be involved in something you have never experienced before. You may feel out of your comfort zone, but it will be well worth it. All right, Lunar Cancer, it's time to get adventurous. That's the message I got for you. Get adventurous. Lunar Virgo. That's me. When you find yourself thinking about someone from your past, rather than merely moving on, reach out to them and reconnect. So it's someone that, you know, you may need to reconnect with from your past. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be somebody you ain't talked to in a while. You know, it could be a family member. I'm not sure. Whatever. I know sometimes it'd be heavy on me sometimes to connect with people that I haven't talked to in a while, and then they'll end up calling me. It'd be so weird, but I swear that happens every time. So yeah, I guess that's what I need to work on for the week. And there's actually somebody I have been thinking about, a good friend that I need to catch up with. Okay, Lunar Libra. This week, some healthy competition will light up your life in surprising ways and could even open up a door or two that will prove to be a blessing in disguise. Lunar Scorpio. Use the energy you have this week to reevaluate the journey to your goals and find a new way to travel your path. Positive things are developing for you behind the scenes. Uh-oh. Time to bring it into fruition. Lunar Sagittarius. Last week, there were some bumps in your life that started to smooth over. Things are beginning to fall into place. Start preparing for your future. A last quarter moon rises in your sign. Wow. Lunar Capricorn. You have, oh my God, like a whole paragraph. Yeah, okay. Following on from last week's balancing in your life, this week you're looking forward and thinking about your future. The changes that are ahead will take some adjusting to, but you have time to prepare. In particular, any planning of travel that has been put on the back burner can start to be looked at again. As a Lunar Sagittarius, your mental health and emotions depend on this idea that the next adventure is always around the corner. Start thinking this through this week and planning for the intricacies of your life ahead. You have made your decision about what you want from your future, and now it's time to plan. There's another significant lunar event this week. A last quarter moon rises in your sign on March 6th, representing full circle change, adaptability, and potent new beginnings. Last quarter moons are all about turning points. And last year, this exact moon phase coincided with the beginning of lockdown, new restrictions, and the dramatic changes that would after the course of our world. And yet, 1 year later, we are once again greeted by this powerful lunation. What felt chaotic and uncertain now feels hopeful. I'm going to stop there because I don't want it to go over your head, but each day of the week is governed by the lunation meaning the planets. So like each day of the week, you know, is governed by a planet. And what I mean by that is, so like I know they tell you like in Spanish it's really good, but like how we said you know, like Monday, moon day, governed by the moon. That's why I call it moon day. So basically, like, you know, you can Google this as well, but you basically, what I mean by it's governed by a planet is, so like, let's say, I know, like, I think Wednesdays or something is governed by Venus, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. But it might be chaotic, or Mercury. It might be chaotic. So, you know, if stuff is happening in your life on that day that's chaotic, or, you know, no communication, or, you know, just anything, or it could be blissful, you know what I'm saying? That's the energy of that planet on that day, if that makes sense. So sometimes, like, if I'm feeling low, I kind of, you know, I'm like, okay, what is today? What is the planet of the day? Like, what's governed today? And then once I see that result, then I know, like, oh, okay, this is happening because, you know, it's governed by this planet. So it's easier for me to kind of deal with things a little bit better. It really just helps. Once you learn the planets, it really just helps you adapt in your day-to-day life, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna get back into it with the Lunar Capricorn. Okay. What felt chaotic and uncertain now feels hopeful. The changes and powerful turning point from 1 year ago now comes full circle. Sagittarius, the sign of optimism and adventure, imbues this moon with positivity and hope for the future. Now, in hindsight, you can reflect on the necessary experiences you and the broader global community needed to go through as we enter a new age of awareness. This moon squares a Pisces sun. As both Sagittarius and Pisces are of the mutable modality, the message here is about the importance of fluidity and adaptability. Much of the past year may have felt frustrating for you, trying to traverse the many challenges and obstacles in your path, pushing back against some of the less desirable changes, resisting things as a defense mechanism. Yet now the ability to adapt and let go of that resistance is critical to move forward. This mutable moon is here to guide you, to give you the courage to flow with new circumstances and new realities, to engage with the future from a place of curiosity and optimism. This week, reflect on how you can be more open to change, more fluid and free. You may have felt that you needed to be a rock for yourself and your family over the past year, strong and stable, able to weather whatever life throws at you. But all of that hardness and resilience can be both physically and emotionally exhausting. There is another path forward. Instead, imagine yourself as water, able to twist and turn yourself as necessary to navigate obstacles, to flow through them and around them rather than press against them. Your dreams and goals are flexible. Rather than facing sadness when you encounter a wall, imagine the numerous ways you can move around it. Pisces is the quintessential wishful thinker. This is a dreamy moon, one where fantasies take hold. So my advice to Lunar Capricorn is to really manifest your desires, script, and then you need to do a lot of self-care. This is basically, you basically have been taking care of everyone else. Now it's time for you to take care of you. What I mean by self-care is you can be doing your spiritual baths. You can do your meditations. Yeah, just take some time for yourself this week. That's my advice to Lunar Capricorns. And then we have Lunar Aquarius. This week is all about being social in whatever ways you can. You have a deep desire to connect with others emotionally and spiritually. Lunar Pisces. This week something will shift in your house that brings romance and fun into your life. It's up to you to whether to welcome it or not. And that is the end of our moon readings for the week. So, now, like as I stated in the beginning of the video, with it being March 1st, the month of the real new year, I would really go into this week and this month manifesting your desires, what you want, and not really, when I say manifest, what you think you manifest, you bring it to reality, whether you realize that or not. I will use this time, instead of thinking about all the ways that things are going bad or wrong or not for you, use it to really think about what you desire and how you want your life to be. And script that out, write that down, because, you know, once you write it down, it's more powerful than holding it inside. So that is my reading and my info for you for the week. I hope you enjoyed. Any comments, drop it in the comment box for me and I will get back to you. Thank you. Peace and love. Islam.